Assalamu alaikum. In my previous lecture, we have discussed about the classification of amino acids on the basis of R group and classification of amino acid on the basis of nutritional value. Now in my today's lecture, we will discuss about the acidic and basic properties of an amino acids. Okay, and we will also calculate the dissociation constant of an acid and a base, and we will also calculate the pH of an amino acid. Okay, now let's start. Consider an amino acid containing alpha carboxyl group. Now let's suppose consider an amino acid which contain an alpha carboxyl group and alpha amino group. Okay, this is the alpha carbon. Okay, now if we put this amino acid in an aqueous solution, then what happened? Aqueous solution. If we put this amino acid in an aqueous solution, then the proton from this carboxyl group will move towards this amino group. Okay. Now this is the alpha carbon. Okay, so if we put this amino acid in an aqueous solution, then the proton from this carboxyl group will move towards this amino group. Okay, let's as like this. Okay, now this is known as Zwitter ion or dipolar ion. Mean it contains two poles, which is negative pole and positive pole. Okay, it is known as dipolar ion. It is also known as Zwitter ion. And overall, this Zwitter ion is neutral because this contains one negative charge and one positive charge. Okay, so this is the one point that this Zwitter ion is overall neutral because it contains one negative end and one positive charge. Okay, now we will discuss if we put this Zwitter ion in an acidic solution or in a basic solution, then what happened? Okay, now first of all we will put this amino acid in a acidic solution. Okay, if we put this amino acid in acidic solution, H plus. Okay, then alpha carbon, C double bond O, NH 3 plus, single bond or single bond H. Okay. If we put this amino acid in an acidic solution, then this carboxylate ion will accept the proton of acid. Okay, now this will accept the proton. Okay, according to Lori-Bronsted theory, acids donate proton and bases accept the proton. Okay, now in this situation, this carboxylate ion accept the proton. Okay, now one concept is clear here that the basic property of an amino acid is due to the carboxyl group. Okay, the basic property of an amino acid is due to the carboxylate ion. Okay, because according to Lori-Bronsted theory, this carboxylate ion is accepting the proton. Okay, now if we put this amino acids in basic solution, then what happened? Okay, let's see. If we put this amino acid in basic, solution, then alpha carbon C double bond N R H. Okay. Now, if we put this amino acid in a basic solution, then from the amino group, this proton will remove. Okay, and this proton will interact with this hydroxyl group and form the water. Okay, H2O. Now, if we put this amino acid in a basic solution, then the proton from amino group remove and interact with hydroxyl group and make a water molecule. Okay, now one concept is clear here, that according to Lori-Bronsted theory, that the acidic character of amino acid is due to the amine group. Okay, because this amino group is releasing the proton. Okay, now, so here the concept is clear, that if we put the amino acid in acidic solution, then the positive end of the amino acid is retained. Okay, and if we put this amino acid in a basic solution, then negative end of the carboxyl group is retained. Okay, now we will calculate the Henderson equation to determine the pH of an amino acids. Okay, now we will calculate the pH of an amino acid by the Henderson equation. For this purpose, consider a weak amino acid, a weak acidic amino acid. Okay, Henderson equation. Okay, consider a weak acidic amino acid which dissociates into protons and its conjugate base. Okay, the ionized form of an acid is known as conjugate base. Okay, this is the ionized form of an acid. Okay, conjugate base. Okay, and this is proton. Okay, now we will calculate its dissociation constant, which will tell us that how acidic is this amino acid. Okay, this is known as dissociation constant of an acid. Okay, so Ka is known as dissociation constant of an acid. That this constant will tell us that at what extent this amino acid is dissociated into proton and its conjugate base. Okay, so this constant is directly proportional to proton and its conjugate base and inversely proportional to acid. So this dissociation constant of an acid will tell us that how acidic is this amino acid. If this acid dissociates at large extent, then the Ka value is greater. Okay, so the Ka value is directly proportional to the acidic strength of the amino acid. If the Ka value increase, then the more acidic is the amino acid. Means this amino acid will dissociate into its proton and conjugate base at large extent. Because if we will increase the its proton and conjugate base value, then this dissociation constant value will automatically increase. Okay, this means that if K value increases, then more acidic is the amino acid. Okay, now we will calculate its pH by multiplying both sides with the negative of the log. Okay, negative of the log. Okay. This negative log is equal to P. ठीक है? This will be equal to pKa and this minus log H plus and minus log A negative over HA. Okay, now this pKa, now this is equal to pH. Okay, minus log A negative over HA. Okay, if we move this to the right side, then this negative sign will change into positive sign. Log A negative over HA. Okay, now this is the Henderson equation. Now this pH is equal to pKa plus logarithm of conjugate base over an acid. Okay, this pH is equal to dissociation constant of acid plus logarithm of conjugate base of an acid over the concentration of an acid. Okay, now if the concentration of conjugate base and its the concentration of an acid is equal, then pH of an acid is equal to its pKa value. Okay, if concentration of conjugate base is equal to the concentration of an acid, then pH is equal to pKa. Okay. Now we have calculated the Henderson equation to calculate the pH of an amino acid. Okay. For this purpose, we consider a weak acid which dissociates into proton and its conjugate base. Okay, and Ka is known as the situation constant of an acid. Okay, and Ka is equal to hydrogen ion concentration, mean proton concentration, conjugate base concentration over acidic concentration. Okay. So hopefully today you understand my lecture. Allah Hafiz.